Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the hacked Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lineswalker. So we got Luso in the last video there, and I want to take a look here at the rumors. Oh, look at this. Marquis Elmdor was slain. Dubbed the Silver Prince by his friends and the Silver Demon by his foes, was slain by a stray arrow in the battle on the Fuse Plains. Despite his noble title, he was a popular figure amongst common people and a devout member of the Church of Glabados. A steady stream of mourners pay respects at his grave. He was a steadfast general of Duke Goltana's. It seems a certainty that his death will affect the war. Yeah. Will affect a lot more than just the war, buddy. Oh man, I forgot about errands. Ugh. Oh, let me just check the outfitter too. I don't know if anything got added. Wizard's Rod. I think I've got a couple of these. I think from yeah, way back in like chapter 1 from the Zekless Desert there, right? I kept running into the human mages, and yeah, so I grabbed some of those. Goku pole. Well, this is new. Effect Atheist. Well, somebody must have smoked me with this thing a while back. One strike from this pole can cause the target to lose his faith. That's genius. Attack 10, block 20. Alright. Let's grab a couple of these. Oops. Turn the button there. There you go. Iron fan. Alright. Already got a bunch of those. Battle bamboo. Panther skin bag. Design this handbag is simple yet fashionable. Equip regen. Regen is pretty good. So this is pretty good for like the dancer for sure. Black cowl. Okay. I thought these were more interesting than they are. Here's the Celebrant Smiter. Elaborately decorated hat employed by the clergy and religious. So it's the one that's got the magic +1. You know, still I definitely would prioritize Thief Hat, you know, if you're able to wear those, but this is good though, right? If you can't get a hold of one of those, or if your current class can't equip it, I guess. Power Garbs. Now these are really good. Physical +2. And I'm gonna buy a bunch of these Jujutsu gi as well. Let's grab a couple of those. Oh, Luso is already equipped with one, right? Because he comes with one. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these as well. Power Garbs are just nice because, you know, it's armor that, you know, boosts up your physical. And this one's pretty good too. Alright. I think that's... Oh, Elven Cloaks. These have been added now. Yeah, 25 and... 25 physical and magical evasion. It's pretty good. Let's see here. Oh, Jade Armlets are new. So immune to stone and stop. I'm going to grab a bunch of these. These two. String of prayer beads made from 108 fruits of the sacred fig tree. That sounds really funny. Immune to undead, vampire, toad, and poison. That's quite the assortment of immunities, and then it boosts a bunch of your attributes as well. So these are pretty slick. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these too. Protect rings, magic rings. I got a bunch of these from humanoid enemies earlier in the game, probably like in chapter 1 as well. Oh yeah, battle blitz. Don't need those anymore. All right, let's get out of here. Let's move on over to Salia. Let's check the outfitter here. Chelcom Dirks are new. Iron swords are new. Wind slash bow is new. Yeah, element wind. I think every once in a while this will cast, you know, like whatever the wind, like, or do they? Now I don't remember. Or if that's just the element. Yeah, now I don't remember. Wind increases their damage. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if that casts a spell randomly when you use it, or... Yeah, I'm not sure. Or if it's just like, you know, adds the element to your damage. Pull him to the broad double. Okay. So, new spears. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, brand new shields. These are quite a bit of physical evade, and then 15 magical evade as well. So yeah, new shields. Helmets. Nope, these are the same. And no new heavy armor either. And no new accessories. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's save before we head on into our next battle. Alright, Grog Heights. Let's see here. Oops. Man, for some reason, I'm thinking that I can't remember for sure, but this might be the battle that has the Vanish Mantle in it. I just can't remember if this is specifically the one. Grog Heights. Yeah, we'll see here. No, this is not it. My bad. Nope, this is not the one. Pursued even yet, when we are fled so far. Have the gods no mercy? Is that a scouting party from the Order of the Southern Sky? We're through fighting. You will not force us to return. We're going home. Better to live in the streets than to die in them. We've had our fill of blood and death. We do not pursue you. Pray heed my words. It is not our wish to fight. Aye, that much I'll believe. Better to strike us down cleanly when our backs are turned. Do not think us so green as to fall for your tricks. We've seen our share of those as well. That man, does he not have the look of the one on the handbill? What of it? It's him, the heretic. I'm certain of it. If we returned with him, might they not pardon our desertion? No, they won't. You'd return to camp? Consider it, the capture of a heretic is near as grand a feat as the capture of an enemy commander. If we delivered them his head, do you not think they would reward us with leave to return home? The men who captured that general were dismissed honorably. If we are to return to our homes, let us do so with our heads held high. Were we to return now, it would be to a life of skulking in the shadows. You speak true. Let us return with him, or at least with his head. It's not long for those shoulders anyway. He is a heretic after all. Come, let this be our final battle. Our freedom is bought with this godless man's blood. Yikes. Okay. Well, about that. Comments. Alright, let's see if these baddies have anything cool. Not really. Just size. That's a name. Ethereal gun. Yeah, nothing new here. Yeah, I think these guys are just gonna be me. Alright. Alright, let's make them regret their decision here. Boom. Doodle doodle doodle. Yeah, pretty easy. Pretty easy stuff here. Oh, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah. Nighty night. Right, that's that. Pretty easy stuff. I understand the need to hold one's own life dear, but to hold it so far above all others. Mithril gun. Alright. Father, what would you have done? Is that we meet again? See, the black lion sits upon your breast. You are of the Order of the Southern Sky, then? I am, and it would seem we have you to thank for dealing with our deserters. Ha! I must admit, I'd never thought to see the day a Beowulf would lend his aid to our order. Fight was not of my choosing. I know, you do not wish to shed blood, but it cannot always be avoided. We are no different. Do you think we hunt those men down out of enmity? Craven they may be, but they've not wronged us. You knew who I was all along, didn't you? I did. I'd seen your name and face upon a bill. Inexpiable heresy, was it not? My mind reels at the thought of what you must have done. Have you a mind to turn me in? Why would I do that? Our orders are to capture deserters. They say nothing of heretics already hunted mercilessly by their own. If I were one of those, I think I'd get moving before the lions at my heels thought to feast upon me as well. Why do you still fight? So long as your brothers point their swords at our throats, we must. If the white lion lowers its claws, the black would follow suit? No, I do not think it like he would. Could you deliver a message to Count Orlando if you should chance to meet him? There are men behind the curtain who goad the dukes for their own personal gain. We are all but puppets dancing as they pull our strings. It is those men we ought be fighting. I can deliver the message, but why to the Count? My father once told me that Count Orlando was the only man he could truly call friend. I am the Count's adopted son. I will tell him what you've told me. Then you believe me? I do not know the reason these men seek the Zodiac Stones. If it is for the benefit of the people, I see no reason to raise protest. But if they seek to use the legend for their own gain, I can assure you my stepfather will not sit idly by. It was not for quiet complacence he was given the name of Thunder God. You know of the High Confessor's plot? Of it, yes, but we have no hard evidence. Our spies are working tirelessly, but I suspect you know more than they. If you did have evidence of the plot, would you then be willing to lay down your swords? Such evidence exists? The scriptures? No, it matters not. I simply wish to know. Whether or not it would mean the end of this conflict, I cannot say, but my father, for one, would surely sheathe his blade. Lord Orin, we must press onward. Very well, let us resume our march. Farewell, Ramza. See that you keep your head about your shoulders. Never think yourself without allies. You do have friends, friends who would gladly lay down their lives fighting beside you. And I count myself among them. Well, that was a very nice thing to say. Thank you, Orin. Okay, I'm going to save here and then take a cut in my video here, and then I will pick it right back up. Okay, back to it. Let's head on over here to the walled city of Yardro. Is that right? Yardro? Alright. Okay. Yardro. This was Yardo, right, in the last, or the original PlayStation version? Oh, yes, here we are. Blind to see the treason of your words, Rafa? Me, it is you who cannot see. He uses us, Merich. We are instruments of murder to him, not more. To stay would be to live out our days as the Grand Duke's cat paws, killing so he might keep his own hands clean. Come, let's run away together while we yet can. Have you forgotten who it was who saved us when we had lost our parents to the war? Grand Duke Barrington opened his heart and home to the both of us. He would repay that kindness now with treachery? We owe him a debt of allegiance. We'd have died a beggar's death, were it not for him. Feed us he did, Merrick, but we were supped on lies. I know the truth of it now. It was the Grand Duke himself who set fire to our village, his hand hidden by the smoke of war. And do you know why? Why he killed everyone we ever knew? It was for our gifts. You and I possess power, and power is all he craves. He burnt down our entire village that he might claim the sacred power of our mantras for his own. Opened his heart, you say? The man is not possessed of one. It is you who need open your eyes, Merrick. Slap! The 5 fingers say to the face, will not abide your ill-mannered tongue. You know, don't you? You know of the thing he did to me. You are my brother, you know of this, and even yet you... Speak not another word, you stir a rage in me, Rafa. I am your brother and your elder, and I will not have you question me. That's one way to handle things. There you are, Merrick. The heretic Ramza draws nigh. I am well aware and long since made prepared. Merrick. That's him. Rafa. Pray lend me your aid. Pretty lady, in trouble? Yeah, duh. Definitely gonna do that. Alright, so let's just see here if I've got this set altered. You're the man from Dorder. Did you not say you'd await my coming at Ryavanes? I did but deliver the Grand Duke's message as asked. I do not need the Templar swords to slay some petty knight apprentice. Okay, we'll see about that. Alright, so Rafa here is a Sky Seer, and she is Gust. Let's just see if I've... No, I have not altered her. Oh, I did. Wait, it's... No, I didn't. Celestial Blade, yeah. I think. Hang on. Is that right? Yeah, this is all mantra stuff. Yeah, mantra. Alright, yeah, I didn't alter her skill set yet. I've thought about giving her something else. Honestly, I just don't like these mantras. It's because they're random. So yeah, you can see that randomly strikes within the area of effect. I think, is that all of these? Yeah, randomly, random. I mean, at least this one's got like blind, confused, sounds, toad buttons. So it's like some pretty cool effects, but and then yeah, everything is random. Speed of 15. This one's, so I think this one's really slow, whereas this one is fast. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I'm not wild about her skill, and his isn't much better. We can't take a look at his yet, but yeah. All right. Anyways, let's work these guys over here. There's a couple of ninjas, which ninja long blade. I think that's new. I haven't seen that yet on anybody. Although I guess to be fair, this is the first time I've ever come across ninjas. Kunai. Multi-purpose sword for ninjas. All right, well, let's work these guys over. I think sometimes, like, if you're not fast enough, Rafa will just get worked over on the first turn. She is... Oh, she's actually pretty fast. I think she's level 22 already, though. How about these ninjas? Oh, these ninjas are so slow. Look how slow these guys are. Speed of 9? How embarrassing. Alright, let's... I can't reach anybody yet, it looks like. Yeah, can't reach anybody. Alright. We'll just have to wait around. Oh, nope. I can go farther. There we are. Should be able to get a hold of somebody with a girl Agrius here. Boom, boom. Eat it. Damn it, do the gods favor a heretic over me? Yeah, that should tell you something. What are your gods now? Alright. Can't reach anybody again. Kika. I can run up here and punch this guy in the face. Ninja, a little ninja on ninja crime. Oh yeah. Pow! Oh, get it. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go right in front of this one. And we'll use a Abyssal Blade to get them both. Boom. Alright, that should be the end of that. Pretty easy stuff. You know, I think of the times that I've had, well, when I've played this and not been crazily over-leveled and stuff. I think the only time I ever had problems with this one was when, like, a ninja would get up behind Rafa right away and throw something at her. So, those guys are... I mean, if you can block them off, you know, early, that'd be the way to go. Alright, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. I will not be safe here should they return. Let us find a quiet place to hide. The battle is won. So much winning. Yeah, you dark rude. Jeez, okay. Grand Duke Barrington has eyes for one thing, the throne of Evilis. They call him king already, king of the forge. He fashions ever more and stronger arms and trains mages enough for all the realm. His actions are guided from the shadows. There are others, men who promise to eliminate the Dukes Larg and Goltana and dub the Grand Duke Regent. And you fight these men? When fighting them means you must be labeled a heretic? Why would you do such a thing? No, that is a silly question. I know the answer, but surely you must realize your efforts will earn you no thanks. I do not fight for gratitude. I am a Belv. I fight for the honor of my name. I'd not believe that for a moment. You strike me not as the sort of man to fight for things so trite. No, you see evil and injustice before your eyes and cannot turn away. You do not even think to seek reward. You mistake me for a better man, but we have spoken enough of me. What will you do now? I must make for Ryavanes. They hold my sister there. What of you now that you've escaped? I cannot leave, not without my brother. There's a quarrel between the two of you, is there not? He refuses to accept the truth. We were orphaned in the war, you see. We lost our parents, our home, all but our lives. The memories haunt me even now, climbing mounds of rubble in search of any scrap of food, the air ever thick with death's foul stench. That was the life from which the Grand Duke spared us. At the time, I thought it sure the gods had sent him. You were not alone. He erected a great many orphanages in the war's wake. It was a noble gesture of less than noble intent. He wanted assassins. The orphanages gave him a pool of willing young minds, allowing him to select the very best to groom and train. He must have seen some promise in you and your brother. We Galthenas are the keepers of a sacred art, passed down through the generations. My brother and I are conduits, I of the heavens and he of the nether. We channel something there. Grand Duke Barrington desired that power for his own. When our elder refused him, the Grand Duke put our entire village to the torch. All is grist that comes to a man's mill. If there is a thing he cannot have, he thinks it better that it not exist at all. To imagine the joy he must have felt when he discovered the two of us among the other orphans, it turns my stomach. So when you learned of all this, you tried to flee. My brother and I loved the man as though he were our father, but even that did not stop him from for a man of his high station to so prey upon the weak. It is not meet. I would have thought you fled farther. Merrick. Boing. Heed my words, heretic. Spare no haste in your way to Ryavanes. Tarry here, and you next meet your sister in the afterlife. Harm a hair on her head, and I'll have you there for company. Rafa, you will accompany Ramza. Run, and the death of his sister hangs on your shoulders. You play a craven game, Merrick. This has naught to do with them. I play no game. I trust you know what awaits should you try my patience any longer. Boom! Exploding toads. Come, Ramza, let us make for Ryavanes. Forgive me, I did not mean to draw you into this. You didn't. This madness is none of your doing. Madness. Alright, yeah, I'm going to cut this one here. We're about out of time. So, as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.